All right,
Live.
guys, we
All
are
right.
live again. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for being very faithful and loyal and coming every Friday, 11 a.m. New York time, and 9:30 p.m. on India, right? India, 9:30 p.m.
9:30 p.m. in
So
India.
we are here again. My name is Gustavo Romero. I'm your host. Deepak Kumar is our co-host for our program, The Gandhi Effect. This is a program, it's a coaching program really designed to help you, our listeners, and our viewers to get a better understanding of themselves, get more personal development, and really work on how to improve your life. And so, again, my name is Gustavo Romero. I'm an entrepreneur coach. I do tax and bookkeeping services also here in the United States, and you can always reach us at in our channels that we are promoting now on Facebook. We are on LinkedIn, we are in Twitter, and we are on our program also in YouTube. So if you have that opportunity, please subscribe and like. And any other comments can always direct us directly to us. Please, Deepak, introduce yourself.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Hope everybody is having great day. Everything. My name is Deepak and I'm from India. Okay, I'm currently as a mindset coach, coaching people in multiple countries. I really love it. I'm really, for the past week I have been so many things, but I was really waiting for this. I was really because it's really excited. It's really excited. But today we're gonna have a very special topic. We're gonna have a very one of the very special law which has impacted my life, which has I which have impacted every coach life who has understand it and who has applied this law. Okay, what is the law? The law, I think I have mentioned in my group as well. The law is called law of vacuum prosperity. Okay, law of vacuum prosperity. What is law of vacuum prosperity? We're gonna cover that. Okay, but one thing I can guarantee you, if you understand this law, it doesn't matter where you are. Okay, it doesn't matter what is your condition in your life, you can improve. Okay, and you will improve, because the only thing in improving is having that understanding. Okay, what did Solomon said? All you're getting is get understanding. Okay, when you have the understanding of things, you can do so much better that you can think. The truth is, you have no idea how much capable you are. I never had any idea that I can do this, but I'm doing it and I'm really loving it. So great, Gustavo, it's pleasure to hear. Thank you everyone for joining us. Okay, and yeah, we are good to go.
Excellent, excellent. So, as you all guys know, and we explaining in the last few sessions, what we want to do is we want you to have a common point of origination. We have found this common point of origination by reading the success formula that comes from our book, Think and Grow Rich, and the
Yeah.
chapter of in the chapter of faith, we have the self-confident formula. And the six
Mhm.
in the self-confident formula, we want you guys to read it and to memorize it. So if you guys don't have it, please approach to us. We'll be very happy to give it to you. We have it in PDF. We can give you the information. And
I'll add it to the group if anybody wants it. I'll add it to group, and if there is possible, I can add it here. I have right now, so I can, so anyone who wants it, they can get it. Yeah.
yes, yes. So we can give you this formula, and the whole idea is that you learn this formula and you memorize this formula. What we're doing is that we're talking different topics, but very the topic is associated to this formula. So by you reading and memorizing this formula, you're going to start identifying how these laws are being applied in your life already, and how can you manipulate these laws to apply and to get what you really want in your life. At the end of the day, you're always going to get what you want. Maybe you don't want something, but you put so much effort into it that you're going to get just that because you want not to have what you want to have, right? So it's complicated sometimes, but the universe, God, or the subconscious mind react specifically in what you want, and what you want is where you put more of your effort or more of your heart. All right, and Deepak is always very good at explaining all this. So why don't we get started with the success formula, which is only
Mhm.
5 point. The of
Mhm.
course the number 5 is the longest one. We can always
Mhm.
take it by apart, and then
Mhm.
Deepak, you can go more deep into this law and
Mhm.
how do we see this law in this success formula? So
Mhm.
people, when
Mhm.
they read the formula, they're going to be able to identify this law and see how it's applied, because the success formula is designed to do that, right? It's designed
Mhm.
to give us a common point of origination so we can get the success we want in our life.
Yep, sure.
All right. So you
You
want
wanna
me to
go?
read
You
the
wanna go
first
ahead?
part, or you want to
Yeah,
read the first
yeah.
one?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. So success formula or self-confidence formula number one said, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life.
Mhm.
Therefore, I demand of myself persistence, continuous action towards its attainment, and here and now promise to render such actions.
Mhm.
So, in the law of prosperity, how do you see this related with?
What does first you want to understand what does law of vacuum prosperity saying? Okay,
Okay.
the law of vacuum prosperity is saying, understand this thing. It's a nature's law, nature absolute. It's the nature's law. It, it's gonna wherever there is a vacant place, nature is going to fill it. Okay, so what does law of vacuum prosperity is saying is basically create the space for the good you desire. Okay, create the space for the good you desire. What do you desire? Okay, nature abhors the vacuum. Okay, nature, whatever is empty, it will be filled by nature. Okay, and so you want to understand what is that you want. What does Napoleon Hill says? I know I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose. Okay, this is a different topic actually. Okay, this is a different topic than what we are covering here. Okay, but you will understand. Okay, you'll understand with the when you go through that repetition. Okay, therefore, I demand myself persistence, continuous action towards its attainment, and here I now promise to render such as action. All right. So you have the ability. What you are doing is applying the principle of autosuggestion. Okay. You apply the principle of autosuggestion. You read it over and over, and it's going into your subconscious mind. Right. So this is how your subconscious mind works. It works on the repetition. Okay, so every time you are putting something into your mind, right, you want to put it with repetition. If you want to really access your subconscious any idea you will put in your in your mind with repetition, it is going into your subconscious mind. So let's come to this law. Okay, the law is basically saying that you have to create the space. Okay, let's say if you want anything into your life, let's say somebody wants a life partner. I'm taking just an example. Let's say if you want to let's say if you want to have a good relationship with someone, right? What you can do, how you can apply this law. Okay, to apply this law, because what we are the reason you're not having that relationship, because you are not letting go of old thing. Okay, you're not letting go of the old relationship. Okay, all you have to do is to let go of old relationship. When you do that, will be vacuum, and nature will fill that vacuum. Okay, I'm and it has to lot of this law has a lot of to do with giving. Okay, I have a good lines on giving here. Okay, I want you to explain. Okay, I want you to explain. He said there's a good line by Arthur William Baird. Okay, he said, to get he to get he had tried, yet his store was still meager. To a wise man he cried in a voice keen and eager. Okay, pray tell me how I may successfully live. And the wise man replied, to get you must give. Remember that. To get you must give. As to giving, he said, what have I to give? I have scarce enough bread, and of course one must live. But I would partake of my life bountiful store. Come to the wise man response, then you must give more. The lesson he learned to get was forgotten. Toward mankind he turned with a love with a love new begotten, as he gave of himself in useful living. Then the joy crowned his days, for he grew rich in giving. It's what you are giving. Okay, it's what you have to give it. If you want to get something, last week we were discussing a lot of things about the giving. Okay, but you got to give. Okay, you got to give to get it. Same thing in vacuum prosperity as well. You have to create the space. You have to let go of the first to get the. Let's say if you want to anything new, let's say if you want a new refrigerator. into your home, what do? Let go of old one. Until or unless you let go of the old one, nature cannot feel that, right? The moment you let go of a old one, then it's just a time that nature is going to feel that. You will get the new one, and you will get it. Okay.
So for example, I like this law because it really said that you do have the ability to
Mm-hmm.
achieve the definite purpose in life. Let's say the
Mm-hmm.
purpose. Let's say purpose in life could be very wide, right? Purpose in life.
Mm-hmm.
Life is a long life. So we can say that we have the ability to achieve the objective. So I like when
Mm-hmm.
you said when you have a refrigerator and you
Mm-hmm.
want to change it for a new one, the only way to change it for the new one is first you know you have the ability to change the refrigerator, right? So you can make that
Yeah,
decision. The only
exactly.
reason you're going to able to do that is because I was explaining this today just exactly. I think
Mm-hmm.
so everything nothing is a coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
So in life, you want something or
Mm-hmm.
you don't want something. So let's say you said, if you come with these different excuses to change the refrigerator, no, this color I don't like it. This is too big. This is too small. This is too expensive. This is too cheap. This is too. So at the end of the day, the only reason you're going to change that refrigerator, it comes
Mm-hmm.
from one simple thing: you want to
Mm-hmm.
change it. Simple like that. You
Yeah.
want to. You see, having the ability shows you that you're going to do all that you want. So if you have a bad relationship, for example, sorry about this. If you have a bad relationship and or you have an old relationship and you want to start a new relationship with someone, this is very simple. Do you want a new relationship? Do you want the new relation to be good? Yes. Okay, then do it. I was explaining this because I work with a lot of salespeople, right? In my
Mm-hmm.
training, and some of them were asking, "Hey, why don't we do like an accountability, something that we can?"
Mm-hmm.
And I said to the end, "Look, if you want to do it, you're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
don't need an accountability to actually do
Mm-hmm.
it. We do an accountability. We try to help each
Mm-hmm.
other, but it's really related to what you want. This is
Mm-hmm.
the background law of prosperity. You say
Clarity.
it's so related in what you want. So be honest to yourself. This is the most difficult part.
Most
It's
important.
very
Mm-hmm.
easy to blame other people of being
Mm-hmm.
a victim, right? You want to be a
Mm-hmm.
victim, you blame other people, and you're not really making a decision. You have to make a decision. You have the ability to
Mm-hmm.
make the decision. It says here, you have the ability to
Mm-hmm.
achieve the objective you want. The important thing is, do you really want that or not? If
Mm-hmm.
you are not able to start a new relationship, in reality, it's not because you can't, it's because
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to let go. You know, Deepa was saying you need to let go, but you're never gonna let go if you don't want to let go. And
Exactly. That is the first thing. That is the first thing you have to do. Okay.
give me 1 second. So you really need
Oh,
to
sorry.
want to let go. It's all focused about what you
Mm-hmm.
want. So if you don't want to let go, you're not gonna let go. And you can go through all the coaches in the world, you can talk to all the people you want, try to explain why you cannot let go. Very simple, you don't want to. But if you really want something, you're going to let go and get what you want, like the refrigerator. You can
Mm-hmm.
let go the refrigerator and get
Mm-hmm.
a new one. And because you really see that it's going to be better for you, and that's what you want for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mm-hmm.
that's why we need to demand ourselves. We demand ourselves persistent, continuing actions because our self, our subconscious mind, which is attached with paradigms and conditionings and fears and all of that, is said, oh, hold on, that refrigerator is too expensive, or no, that's too big or too small, or the other person is going to do the same thing that they did to do in the past relation. Is trying to hold you back. So you have to demand yourself, as Deepak said, through auto suggestion, which is the only known method to build confidence and to build believing something is through auto suggestion. Through auto suggestion, you tell yourself, no, I want this. This is good for me. It's good to let go and take new things. Go ahead, Deepak.
Exactly, exactly. I would like to add on to that. You know what you said. Confidence, confidence is always going to come from understanding. And by repeating these things, what you are developing is understanding. Okay. the every time you are repeating it, because this formula is based on the laws. Okay, law of vacuum prosperity is one of the laws. Okay, which is simply saying that anything you want into your life, you have to create a space for it. Okay, because nature is going to abhor that space. Okay, it's going to fill that space. Okay, you want anything, you want money, you got to create, because when you are creating the space for something, what you are basically doing is it's the expectant attitude of you. Okay, it's the expectant attitude that you are representing, and it's going to attract the things that you want to get, that you want to attract into your life. Okay, so expectations plays a major role in your expectation, in your attraction. Okay, so you want to remember that. Okay, we
You
want to
know,
go for the second slide.
before we move to the second part, it just come to my
Mhm.
mind. So let's say you have a refrigerator and you
Mhm.
want a new refrigerator, right? But you
Mhm.
still maybe attached. So this is
Mhm.
what you do. You go and grab the refrigerator
Mhm.
and you throw it out of the house.
Exactly. I remember I
So
had
what?
one
Now
client.
you got an
I remember.
empty space.
uh,
I like
I
that.
remember I had one client.
You
He
got an
was from
empty space.
Canada, and and he was from Canada, and he wanted to have a new TV. Okay, so he took. I told him, and he took the new TV. He put that old TV on the home, and he clicked the picture and sent it to me. I was like, oh, that's where you apply, and he got the new one, right? So
Right. So
that's
you want to
the.
make the space. What it meaning in your mind? You
Mhm.
need to make the space for what you want, and once you make the
Mhm.
space, nature, life, God will fill it in as
Mhm.
soon as you believe what you want. So when you want a television and you don't have a
Mhm.
television, you'll do whatever it takes to get the television. So if you have a
Mhm.
refrigerator, you throw it
Mhm.
outside, you have an empty space. You need a
Mhm.
refrigerator, you need food, you need fresh food. You can't be in a restaurant all day long, right? So you will do whatever it takes. You go on the weekend, you check the internet, and you'll find the right refrigerator for you.
Exactly. It's not only about the refrigerator. It's just an example. Maybe you want a good furniture. Maybe you want to change your furniture. Just let go of the old one. Simple. Just let go of the old. Maybe you want to get a new job. Many people say, I want to change that job. Not really liking that job. I just say them only thing. Just let go of old one. Just let go. When you are letting go of all old one, you are showing that faith. Okay, when you are showing that, and there is no power greater than the faith. Okay, it's there is nothing more powerful than that. Okay, so when you're showing faith toward the infinite power, that infinite power is going to return that to you, and you'll get whatever you want. Okay,
Yes,
so it's
yes,
very powerful.
yes. Why don't we read the second? You want to read the second one?
Yep. I realize the dominating thought of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I will concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intended to become, thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture of that person.
Right.
What do he
So
mean? What do he mean? He mean by I realize that he knows he's realized he said that you can realize that anything you are thinking dominantly in your mind, it's going to reproduce into your physical reality. Okay, and what you need to do is you need to deliberately put yourself that image into your mind of the person you intended to become. Maybe you want to become successful in anything. I don't know where you want to become successful. Okay, but you know it, right? You deliberately entertain that picture in your mind. Okay, consistently, every single day, and it will eventually move into the form. Okay, it will eventually move in. Hello Ceci, how are you? Just good to have you.
yes, Cecil. Yeah, we have Cecil here.
Mhm.
All
Yeah,
right. So
you want to
yes.
add some?
So continue with the Deepa was saying
Mhm.
is I like I'm very practical. Very pragmatic. I had a friend of
Mhm.
mine tell me I was very pragmatic. So let's put it
Mhm.
this way: if you're feeling that you need to brush your teeth, you're gonna see
Mhm.
yourself brushing your teeth before you brush your teeth, right? So in your mind, you see it, and say because you see it, you're gonna go to the bathroom and you're gonna grab the toothbrush, the toothpaste, put it in, and start brushing your teeth. Now, this is very interesting because I want to make it very simple for people. Now you became yourself brushing your teeth. You were not brushing your teeth, you were a different person. Now you're the person who's brushing their teeth, right? So you become in the dominating thought, again, is going to be something you want. But you have to be honest to yourself. This is all about honesty. So remember, personal development is about knowing yourself. You are two people. You're two persons inside of you. You are a conscious person and a subconscious person. And that subconscious person have fears, have faith, has hopes, right? And you constantly need to understand that person. So whenever you put an image into your mind because you want to, if you don't want to brush your teeth, you're not going to brush your teeth. If you want to brush your teeth, you're going to brush your teeth. So you see, everything you really want in your life, you're going to get. This is what it's saying here. The dominating thought in my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality, which it means physical action. I'm taking action towards what I want to do. When I brush my teeth, I have to walk to the bathroom. I have to take the toothbrush. I have to take the toothpaste. That's action. That's a physical action. I got to put it on and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. It's physical reality because now I'm brushing my teeth. Physically, I'm brushing my teeth. So this happens the same in any aspect. This is very simplistic, but the same when you want to go to work, it's the same thing. You want to go to work, you're taking action, and you are at work. So at the end of the day, everything you have in your life is because you really want it. You want the relationship because you want it. You have the job because you want it. The day you don't want it anymore. I had a client of mine is from Pakistan. She said, "Do you think that Pakistan is a safe place?" She says, "Yes, it's a safe place." Exactly. You live in there because you really believe you want to be there because it's a safe place. The day you believe it's not a safe place anymore and you want to live in another place, you're not going to be in Pakistan anymore. You're going to be in another place, right? Because you're gonna go where you want to go, and you're gonna go on that because you believe deep in your heart that's exactly what you want. Your dominating thought is associated with that topic. Excellent.
Yep.
You want me to read it? You want to read the next one, or I'll read it?
Go ahead and read one.
All right, perfect. Third, I know through the principle of auto-suggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means of attaining the object back of it. Therefore, I will devote 10 minutes daily to demanding of myself the development of self-confidence.
Thanks. Yes. I want to add something to that.
Yes, yes,
When I read that, I listened to. I remember it just came into my mind a quote by Andrew Carnegie. Okay, Andrew Carnegie was the man who commissioned Napoleon to write this book, which we are reading right now, and this book has helped so many millionaires to become millionaires. Okay, it's the foundation of all the because this book is really powerful. Many people have read this book, many millionaires who have actually said that the reason they are able to achieve this is because at some point of their life they have read this book. Okay, so what was the quote? Andrew Carnegie said, any idea that is held in the mind, okay, listen to it, any idea which is held in the mind, which is emphasized, either feared or revered, will begin to clothe itself in most convenient and appropriate form available. Think about it. What is Napoleon? It's the same thing. Okay, that's what Andrew Carnegie said. Any idea, whatever you are holding in your mind, if you are emphasizing it, you are putting energy into it, it's going to move into the form. Okay, it doesn't matter. What is Napoleon said? I know through the principle of auto-suggestion. Okay, any desire that I persistently hold into my mind, it will eventually seek expression through some practical mean. Okay, so that's what it is. Any idea you're holding into it, because your mind works that way. Okay, your mind has all the ability that you want to get. Okay, so that's work that way. It works on the idea. Every time you're thinking in pictures. Okay, what is an idea? Idea is just a picture in your mind. Okay,
yes.
you want to add something to that?
Yes, yes. So the auto suggestion. So I like for example, if you go a little bit before in this chapter, in the second page of the chapter of faith that we're reading, it says something very interesting that the only way to really is related with our suggestion. The only way to really create faith or a belief, right? So the only way, well, the only known way to truly change your beliefs, right? You're going to change your belief from a past belief to a new beliefs is through repetition. Repetition is auto suggestion. You're telling to yourself what you want to believe in other ways. And it said here, it said repetition of affirmations. The affirmation of yourself. I am. That I am is a strong affirmation. So if I said, I am going to have a new relationship, I am going to buy a new refrigerator, I am going to be successful in my business, or I am going to make the money I want. Repetition of positive affirmations, of orders. You ordering those affirmations to yourself, to your subconscious mind, to yourself, to your conscious mind, is the only known method of voluntarily develop of the emotions of faith, the emotion of believing, changing your belief. So it comes again to us. I know through the principle of autosuggestion. Autosuggestion is repetition of the same idea that you have about yourself. So if you want to change that idea, if you don't believe you're good enough because life has not been, let's say you're poor, you were in a poor location, and I'm just going to be poor the rest of my life. Well, that's true. That's true for you. It doesn't mean it's true for other people, because there's a lot of poor people that become very wealthy. But if you said, I know, I know I have the ability to become millionaire, and you repeat to yourself constantly, I know I have the ability, I know I have the talent, I know I am blessed, and God will help me. The universe will help me to achieve the main objective, my purpose of my life. I know you auto suggestion, you tell it to yourself, become your dominating thought. That idea is dominating, and it will eventually reproduce itself. So that's why you want to have that confidence, because when you say I know I have the ability, it's a confidence statement that you know you have the ability. So I know
It's what,
I have the
yeah.
ability. All right,
I
excellent.
100%, I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with that. I am is the most powerful word in the language, you know. Uh, if you're whatever you are putting after that, it's going to become your reality. Mark my words. Okay. Whatever you are putting after I am, it's going to become your reality. So
You know,
keep that. Okay.
I
Every
don't know.
time we are
You're
giving you
from.
any affirmation, doing any affirmation, we are putting I am. Why? Because we know that. Okay.
So I want to ask you a question. So I know you're from India. In India, they do a lot of meditation. So someone told me this. Maybe you can confirm or not, or maybe I was just a story that tell me. So normally when people are meditating and do this word like home like that, someone told me that actually they saying I am, I am, I am. They repeat I am, I am, I am, so they can meditate and go deep into themselves, because this word I am is so powerful. They can go all deep into your subconscious mind and really, I don't know, connect to yourself to it, and do and be the person you want to be.
Exactly, exactly. One of the reason, because I am, because there is one attribute. If you are really understanding, if you have studied me, I have teach this many times to so many people. One of the attribute of your subconscious mind is cannot, and it does, your subconscious mind does not know what is past, and it doesn't know what is future. It only knows present, and I am in the present. Okay, that is why it's very any affirmation you're writing starting with I am, because your subconscious mind only knows present. Okay.
Yes. And again, I said to the group, I said it last week, but I'm going to say it again. If you want to have positive affirmation of I am, uh, I prepared this document. I'm sorry I forgot to send it to you, but I prepared this document that is very good for improving your confidence in yourself. So if you're out there and you want to have that paper, I can definitely send it to you. All right. So why don't we move to the next one, the fourth?
Okay, I'm going. I have a clearly written down the description of my definite chief aim in life, and I will never stop trying until I shall develop a sufficient self confidence for its attainment. Okay, What do he mean? It means first thing you need to do is you need to put it paper. Okay, it's not, it's whatever you are going in your mind. It's sometime you're thinking about something, people are like that, they are thinking they want this, they want that and everything. But what you want to do, you want to put it on paper. Whatever you want to put it on paper. So I have clearly written down the description of my definite chief aim. What is the definite? It's your goal. Okay, one goal that you wanna reach. Okay, that goal you wanna reach. Okay, and that you really wanna reach, so you wanna put it on the paper. Okay, and I will never stop trying until I shall have developed sufficient self-confidence for it attainment. Okay, so you wanna keep trying it, keep trying it, and eventually with the time you don't even have to know how you are going to achieve. That is the best part. That is the most beautiful part. When you are setting a goal and you don't know how to achieve that goal, it's okay. Okay, it's okay. Think about it. Nobody know how to fly in air until after they have done that. Edison did not know how to light a bulb, right, until after he has done that. So same thing. You don't know, if you don't know how you're going to achieve that goal, just take the first step. If you're taking the first step, next step will be automatically start showing up with you. Okay,
Yes.
you want to add something?
Yes. So when you said a clear write down a description of definite chief aim in life, when you write down the description, like Deepa was saying, you your confidence of what you want. You see, I'm very simplistic in this sense. When you go to the grocery store and you write down a list of the things you want, look what I said. You write down the thing you want, and you go to a grocery store and they can offer you multiple things. You're not getting those things. You're getting exactly what you want. And you're getting those eggs or those ham or that milk or that bread. You're getting what you want. So when you write it down, it's easy for you to really accomplish it because you have it in writing. When you don't have it in writing, it really means that it really is not important for you. That's it. If you don't write it down, it's not important. Is you want it, but you don't really want it. You say like you don't really believe it. And this is the whole idea of these formulas, to really build that
Mhm.
confidence in yourself that you can actually get everything or anything you want in your life. But you have to write it down. You just write it down. You don't have to write it down 1 million times. I want this, I want this, not like crazy. No, you don't. It's simply, it's very interesting, but in the Bible said, make the yes say yes. Maybe the yes a yes and a no a no. You don't have to swear. You don't have to promise. No. When you say no, it's no. When you say yes, it's yes. So the same principle when it comes to what you want. When you want something, you want it and you're gonna get it. That's it. Period. Doesn't matter if it take you 10 years or 10 months to do it, you're gonna do it because you want it. The day you don't wanna, if you're not pursuing to it, if you're not taking action to it, because you really don't want it, and if you really want it, you're gonna write it down because you treasure it so much. You want to keep it close to you. You want to keep it close to you because you don't want to be distracted to walk away from it. You really want it. But if you're not really want it, you're not gonna write it down, and you're gonna let yourself to be distracted in other things.
Exactly. I
All
would
right,
like to add something to that. I would like to
please
add
go ahead.
because writing, why writing is important? Because writing causes thinking, and most people do not think. Okay. There was a doctor in San Antonio, Texas. He said 2% people think, 3% people think they think, 95% people will rather die than think. Okay, so you want to remember that. Okay, you want to remember that writing causes thinking. When you are writing your goal, why I have written this goal, and why I ask when my mentor Bob Proctor, when he said to write my goal on this card, I really did not understand the importance of it, but I really do understand it. I really do understand it, and I give it whenever I'm walking with someone. I really give it to them. I give it to them, and I ask them to write about what they want and write them in present tense. You know the reason behind the present tense now.
Yeah, and also interesting because when you go to college, if you go to college or you went to school and you study for a test and you really want to pass this test, right? You really want to pass the test. You don't want to fail. What do? You read the book and you summarize it, so you write it down. You write down the book, you write down the important thing, and you summarize it. You want to make sure that you're going to remember those things. And so you repeat, right? Repetition, you repeat to memorize it, to really learn about it, but you write it down. And to write it down what you said help us to think, it helps us to really value what we want. If someone tell you their name and you don't really care about the name, it doesn't matter. But if that person is very important for you, what you're going to do, you're going to write down their name. You're going to even tell them, hey, can you give me your name again? I'm sorry. Can you spell it to me? And you're going to write it down, and you really want to remember the name because you want to see that person again. And you don't want to be embarrassed or not knowing his name. But if you really don't care about the person might say the name, you don't even thinking about his name. You're thinking about something else. So the important things in life are always going to be written down. Look at, if you're married and you have children, I tell you, your wife wrote a lot of names. So she wasn't like spontaneous saying, oh, we're going to call him Deepak or Gustavo or Manuel or Steven. No, she thought about this, and she bought a book and wrote different names and pronounced different names several ways. So she was visualizing how his son or daughter was going to be named. Why? Because it's important. If it wasn't important, she wouldn't have done that. That's the important thing about that. All right, so why don't we go into the fifth one? It's a long one, so we're gonna split it in maybe 2 or 3, and we're gonna
Yep.
continue with this law, so you can relate it with. You wanna read it, or you want me to read it?
Go ahead. Go ahead and read.
All right. So I'll read the first part. I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects.
Exactly. You know what he really meant by, last week we were also discussing about that. Anything you are building which is not built on honesty and truth, it will not sustain. It will not sustain with the test of time. Okay. So you every time you are building something, you want to build it truth and honesty. Okay. He said, I'll engage in no transaction which does not benefit with whom all it affects. What does it mean? It means basically he's saying that anything, like, just like there has to be, I read a long time book called Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. If you know all of them, many people have read that. It's called win-win situation, right? So we want to go into the any transaction. If you don't want to get into the any transaction which not benefiting you and the person who is from you are making the transaction. Okay, whatever transaction is. Let's say we are coaching. Let's say we are coaching. They are paying us for our time, but they are also getting value out of it. Same thing Velocity Vettels wrote in the Science of Getting Rich. Same thing, because that is why it's based on the law. Okay.
Yes. The other thing is that at the older the day come, if how you want to be treated, right?
Mhm.
So, do you want people to treat you well? Then you need to treat them well too, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to do you if you don't treat people well, they're not going to treat you well. They're not going to treat you well because they don't want to, and you're not going to treat them well because you don't want to. But even if they don't treat you well and you want to treat them well, you're going to treat them well, and they'll realize, and they might change and decide to really treat you well because they want to. So if you come to the point, it all comes in this vacuum of prosperity. If you want in this prosperity, you want to be beneficial for you, you want to be gained for all of this, you have to start by giving, what we talked before. And you give by simply thinking, I want the best relationship with these people. And they can feel that. It's not something you just say. You can feel it because you really want it. And people will feel that and react and act the same way. All
Yeah.
right. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. Willingness, because you want to. You see, willingness to serve others. I will eliminate. Oh well, let's comment about that. So you want to say something about that?
I'll succeed by attracting myself to the forces I wish to use. What are the forces he's talking about? Okay. Uh-huh. Remember what he said? It's the secret. There is a secret in this book. Okay. Oh, uh, you'll understand. Okay. I wish to use at the cooperation of people. Everything you're doing with cooperation of the people. Okay. Everything you will only succeed with the cooperation. You cannot succeed alone. Okay. Uh, you cannot succeed. You wanna succeed. You wanna succeed with people. Okay. So I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, and self-cynicism by developing love for all. Okay, when a person he was succeeding, many people ask me, Deepak, why are you so positive? Okay, why are you so positive? Okay, many people have said that. Why are you so? I simply say them, I'm a coach. Have you seen ever a negative coach? Right, if I'm a mindset coach, I have to be positive. Right, this is the first thing. Okay, so never have any hatred, never have any jealousy for anyone. Okay, so it's not gonna impact them, it's gonna impact you. Okay, this is what you are doing. You're developing self-confidence. Okay, so when you're developing self-confidence, you have to let go of all these things, because it's a human nature. Okay, it's a human nature. Human may have jealousy, you may have hatred and everything, right? But if you
Yeah.
want to succeed, you got to let go of it. Okay, you got to let go of it.
Also, you need to understand that when you have hatred, you fear. You're living in fear because you hate
Mhm.
someone. You hate him because he's doing something bad to you and it's hurting. And so
Mhm.
because you're hurt, it's because there's fear in it, what they're doing. Envy is
Right.
you fear that they have something you don't have because you think you
Mhm.
deserve it, right? If you don't have it, it's simply because you don't really want to have it. If you
Mhm.
really wanted to have it, you will work towards and you'll have it. Simple like that.
Mhm. Exactly. Mhm.
Jealousy is a fear of love, that the people don't love me. And so I'm going to
Mhm.
try to be controlling, but it's also related with fear. You don't want to live in fear. So the whole idea of the law of prosperity, prosperity is a good thing that's coming into your life. But you can
Mhm.
have bad things coming to you if you are ankle ankle to fear. And so you need to let go that fear. You need to let go of that controlling part. Control is also part of
Mhm.
fear. So you need to let go and really let things to happen. You're gonna
Mhm.
attract what you feel the most. As I said,
Mhm.
you're gonna really find love for all humanity, because when you give love to all humanity, the humanity give you love to you, give you the life you want, give you exactly what you want.
I would like to add something to that.
Yeah.
Think about it. Everything you are creating into your life by your thinking. If you are thinking about hatred and jealousy and envy, what is that you are going to create? You are going to create more of the same.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to create more of the same. It's just like that. It's worked that way. If you are thinking about it, you are going to create it. Okay, so that's why it's very important to let go of it. Okay.
Yes, that's correct. All right. I know that a negative attitude towards others can never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and in myself. So you see, other people are going to believe in you because you believe in them and you believe in yourself. So you see, this is I love this part, and we were talking about this in the like a mastermind. So sometimes it's gonna happen in life that you don't feel you're able to do something. I don't know, lack of confidence. But when someone comes to you and said, "You can do this, you can do it," right?
You will
Or
instantly have that confidence.
right, I can do it. And for example, I like this example. When you're about to jump in the lake, and the lake might be cold, right? And so all your friends said, "Why don't we jump all together?" You feel courageous to go and jump all together. When they jump and then the water, they encourage you and said, "The water is not cold. Come over. It's nice. You can do this." That fills you in with confidence, and you jump into the water and you participate in laughing and enjoying the water just with them. You see, having someone to encourage you, to support you, is always good. And so that's why you want to be encouraged and support others, because they will support you. If you give, you're going to receive. All right. And we got the last part, and we're so close to the time as well. I will sign my name to this formula. Or in other ways, we all together, because we all memorizing this formula. We will sign our name to this formula, commit it to memory, and repeat it aloud once a day with full faith that it will gradually influence my thoughts and actions so that I will become a self reliant and successful person. So, we want to know this formula. We want to talk so many topics about this formula because it's such a core formula to hold yourself on. Memorize it and realize as you move along the day what are your dominating thoughts, what are your abilities. If you know you have abilities, you do it. It's simple. You want to change your job, do you have ability to brush your teeth? Yes, you do. So you brush your teeth. So then you have the ability to change your job. You just have to do it. That's all it takes. Do it. Action.
Exactly. That's the action. That's, I think it's a pure action step. Okay, it's a pure action step that you are taking toward your self confidence. Okay, it's the self confidence that is going to give you what you want. Okay, it's like it's like your mental muscle. It's like your muscle that you have in your mind. Okay, the more you will develop on it, the more you will develop it. Okay, all we are trying is we are developing self confidence, and also what we are doing is we are helping people grow their awareness about this thing. Okay, because this is magical. Okay, this is works like a magically. I would say I would really recommend you to give it a 30-day, a straight 30-day shot of it every day, twice a day, every day, twice a day. After 30 days, you'll be like a rocket. Seriously, you will be like a rocket. Okay, I have seen people changing. I have seen people. I've seen changes in myself. I've seen changes in my people while just reading it. Okay, what are you doing? You are just putting new information in your mind. Okay, and that's what it is.
And be honest to yourself. Be honest to yourself. That's the hardest part. Be honest to yourself what you really want. What do you really want? Do you I don't know. You might say, I don't know what car I want. Yes, you know. You know what you
You
want. It's
know,
just you're not confident yet to make the decision.
mhm,
But the reason
exactly.
you don't have it is because you don't really know. You haven't
Mhm,
made the decision, and
mhm.
decision is simply on you. You have to make it. All right,
Yeah,
guys. So we are very close in our time, and once again, Deepak, I want to really thank you because you've been very faithful every week to be with us here.
I want to thank
We
you.
are going to be talking about another topic next week. What are do you know the topic, or is going to be the secret topic for next week?
Oh, I have to actually check that. What is the next law we are going to
All right,
discuss? I
all
have to
right.
check that.
So
But I
stay
think we have
tuned.
3 4 minutes to stay. We can just discuss a little more
Now
about
we
that,
can
right?
leave it. They have to come back to know the new
Mm-hmm.
law, and this
Mm-hmm.
definitely, I promise you guys,
Mm-hmm.
is going to benefit your life. And this is a multiple of lesson we're doing, who all together going to help you and benefit you to really get the thing you want in life. Help you to have that confidence, so your yeses become a yes and your no become a no. But because you really know what you want and you take action and you achieve it because that's what you want. So thank you so much for coming in. Deepak, once again, thank you so much, everybody. Please like and subscribe, share it with your friends and family if you can, and subscribe in our channels and like. And if you need anything from us, please reach to us, and we'll be happy to help you.
Definitely. I'll be
All right,
more than
guys. Thank
happy
you
to
so
help
much.
you. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.